Good day and welcome back to another Vampire Survivors video. In this video we're going to try to find 10 gold chests from Zi'Appunta's ability. And to do this, basically we're going to run Zi'Appunta, run her on any stage. You can remove inverse, it doesn't really help you. I mean, it gives you a luck bonus, so it is helpful, but you don't have to have it, but it is helpful. Basically, what you need is as much luck as possible, and then you need to have two randasmo. You need to have the Wicked Season 1 active, and then also you ideally want to pick up Call of the Mad Moon, which is super duper important. So pick up Wicked Season, and then from there you can kind of like try to focus in. Basically how it works is you want to get light sources, so you'll want light sources so that you can easily start to open up potentially extra chests. So the reason for this is you can see these here, these little light sources, so they have a chance to explode when you walk over them, and they also have a chance of containing gold chests, and these gold chests can do a lot, really. They essentially can give you a much easier time, give you weapons. They do a lot, which is obviously great, provided you can take advantage of it. So it's very, very, very crucial. You pick up 10 of them. So having as high a luck as possible is absolutely necessary, for sure. And then from there you can, kind of adjust things as you see fit, depending on how you go. But yeah, basically you need to have clover, you need to have some kind of AoE, and you need to walk over the chests when this clover mark is active on your character, because if you do that, then you'll have a pretty good time, I think, at least. My opinion, which is not an expert opinion. But yeah, I would do that and then essentially wait, see how they go, and then just kind of take things from there. It will help you with unlocking a new Darkazzo. So yeah, I think ultimately it's pretty good. I do think it's one of the ones, at least in terms of how to do it, that's more interesting, because there can be a lot of RNG involved. Like, as much as it's difficult, there is a lot of RNG involved that makes it even more difficult. So it's not just about like, oh, okay, I'm struggling because it's hard. You actually need to also basically set yourself up to try and have a very successful run. So we'll have to see. But yeah, my advice, clover, pick up these light sources when you're in that kind of zone. And yeah, I think take everything else pretty much from there. That would be my honest suggestion. So we'll see. We'll jump back in once we have everything kind of prepared and sorted, and we'll definitely jump in to take a look at one of the chests. But yeah, that's it from me. Let's jump in a little bit later. So just as a heads up, this is what golden chests will look like. You'll see them here, and they have a little yellow border, and they basically just give you a new weapon, as well as also giving you something old. So yeah, they give you that, and the goal is to get 10 of them in one go. So ultimately it can be a little bit difficult to track what's happening, but you should get to 10 gold chests with this build. It's going to be mainly based on collecting that clover. I do always like a little bit of a laurel, just to give us some protection. We need the Jubilee for the light sources, And from there, it's just about timing your clover pickups with your other pickups, and then you should be okay. It's, again, not perfect. It's not a perfect situation, but yeah, once you are kind of at this point, you can then really pick up as many chests as you want. And like I said, some of those Randazmos and that, they do help. Like, they do help a lot. You also get a lot of money, by the way. It's quite a good money farm. You see here we've got the Randazmos, Call of Wicked Moon, and then Wicked Season. So we have, I would say, some good tools to kind of give us these chests. And yeah, from there it's just going to depend a lot on yourself and what you're running. It does seem to be, I don't know if it's a bug, or I don't know if I'm not understanding something properly. Maybe it could be this Call of the Bad Moon. But basically, we haven't seemed to be able to evolve anything any further. Because we haven't really picked anything up. So these chests are kind of like not proccing the evolution and everything, which is fine. But I think it's just because we have got to the point where we're now just picking up so many chests. And you can farm this, I mean, like if you really wanted to, you could really farm this for a long period of time. It just depends on where you're feeling. Pretty certain we've picked up, I'm pretty certain we've picked up enough gold chests. But yeah, you can just keep going, farming and going and farming. Like I say, the freezing, the laurel, it all helps. You could go and pick up a cooldown tome if you want to. You could go pick down like a lot of these things and you'll be fine. You can very easily also just have every item in the game with this character, especially the weapons. Like the gold chests make it so easy to pick up all of these like various items, and so it is just a interesting challenge. Grab this cooldown. And you can push it if you want to. Like, really, it's just going to depend on you and how lucky you get on everything. How many revives you have. I think we'll quit here. So yeah, there we go. And the cool thing with this is that it unlocks a really nice Randazmo called Pale Diamond. Which, what it does is so great. It changes directional abilities. So basically all of these, instead of being like abilities that would randomly kind of AoE everywhere, they instead now directly aim at the nearest opponent, as you can see. So instead of like now moving in like a whole big random direction, instead now we have like a really good kind of ability. I wanted to show you with the knives. Same with the knives, like you can see. So instead of knives shooting directly in front of me now, they shoot directly at the enemy. And that's big. For some of these, especially like late on, you end up finding yourself kind of doing this motion a lot because you're trying to aim. And things like Bracer, they just increase the cooldown as well as the projectile speed. So it's really big for certain characters, and I think honestly is probably a huge upgrade. It's a great pickup for so many different characters, I think. So I really like it a lot. I think for me it's one of those fun ones that allows for some new interesting builds. I think you see a lot of Pale Knife builds. Whenever we get stuff that enables fun new builds, I always think that those kind of like Randazmos or those kind of items are always super duper fun and great. And you can see here, like, we're just able to now kind of move super freely and kite a lot of these, which I think is massive. And the fact that the projectile speed now doubles up as a cooldown, I mean, look how crazy this is just getting already. You can kind of sense pre-evolution just how insane this is starting to become. And because you don't need so many items, it's actually so really crazy to do like this whole thing. I mean, you can see here we've really almost maxed out our speed, and you can just see, look at all these knives. Really, really, really awesome. Any directional ability now will benefit from this. So your fireworks or anything like that, it's really, really awesome. So I, for one, think it's a great pickup. And yeah, obviously it changes a little bit, like some people like myself who would pick up things like knives to help with certain levels to create space and all that. Obviously you do have to now be wary of that. That's changed. But I mean, it's still the way it doubles up with the projectile speed, because you're picking up projectile speed anyway. It's just going to be a huge boost. Yeah, look at that. So yeah, but anyway, that's it from me. See you guys next time. Bye.